Welcome, it's the RC Renegade. We made it to NASCAR at Watkins Glen. Let's get into the details right now. So the RC Renegade made it here with his friend, the unorthodox master of games, and we made it to Watkins Glen. Any thoughts here?
Well, we're excited for day one of racing this weekend, and we look to have a ton of fun here and check out all that Watkins Glen has to offer.
Yes, it's supposed to be beautiful weather for the weekend, a low 80s and sunny, and I haven't been to Watkins Glen in probably 15 years. I was a kid, so I don't really remember much, so it'll be good to be here and explore and just see what's going on. So we're in the fan zone here at Watkins Glen. It's in the infield. There's so much to do and see here. We're just exploring the Ford Performance area. What do we got here?
We got an electric F-150, and instead of an engine up front, it's a frunk. It's a front trunk.
A frunk on the electric F-150. I think I'd die before I drove one of these, but never say never, right?
Yeah, there's power outlets in the trunk. That's crazy.
Look at that.
I've never seen something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty
man.
Neat.
Unlocked? Let's see. Oh man, they locked it. Bummer. Look at this. This is a beautiful car. I gotta get the engine manual.
Look at this. It's got two throttle bodies on it.
Holy smokes. Oh yeah. Mustang Performance. There we go.
Good morning, race fans. Welcome to the fan zone here at the Glen. We're getting ready for the Mission 200. 3:30 green flag. We hope everybody is enjoying their time. We have a gorgeous, gorgeous day. It's going to be a perfect weekend for racing. We're happy to see everyone.
This is the first time NASCAR is doing the NASCAR playoffs at Watkins Glen, and the RC Renegade and the unorthodox master of games have made it to the first playoff race at Watkins Glen. What do you think so far? What are your thoughts on all this? It's a cool place.
It's great. I can barely hear, but I'm just taking it all in, baby.
It's an experience, all right. They have this fan zone over here. Check this out. They got a whole car over there.
Yeah, I know it's loud, but you're used to this. So Josh, most drivers, you know, they get out of their car after qualifying, and they'll come right to their interview stage. But you did What were you doing?
Yeah, so we had a transmission issue in practice, so I was hoping to change that. Which I'm, I'm used to working on my own stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I really don't get to do that at college a lot, so I seize the moment.
Is that like a scenario of I was driving a car, I know how to work on my car, and I know that I'm going to fix this the best? Or does this come from a place of being like, I just love working on cars?
Yeah, well, I mean, I want to help my guys, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It's no fun when, you got to do something like that after practice. And, unfortunate, but it happens, right? I
Yeah.
mean, this is racing.
They have a driver Q&A times where you can talk with the drivers and ask them questions. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we have over here.
Yeah, it'll be a long day. You'll work your way to the front. I know you will. Josh, do you ever, with practice and things like this, do you guys ever get out of the car and you say, man, that was a perfect practice, and we have nothing to change. We're just gonna go race and we're gonna go win this.
Even if you were first, there's something that you would want to change. Okay. We're kind of limited on what we can change. This is fine too. I mean, our car was okay. I mean, the car was better than me for sure. And then we had that issue. I think we'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
We got all day.
Josh, I want you to see this. I always shout out your mullet, but this mullet right here.
That's like, how old is he? 4 years old.
Why would you cut 2 inches off?
That's what's fun about coming to these races. There's so much to do and see. Like, you can just walk up to these trucks and take a look. I mean, how cool is that? It's part of the fun of the sport. They have the one of the OG like display NASCARs here. Check this out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Watkins had a big year, but you've had a big year in your personal life. You're a dad now. Congratulations. Being a dad, is that how you race at all, or?
Well, off track.
Okay.
On track proceeding.
When you get done racing, is it kind of like straight to dad work, or do you get some time to like take risks? Yeah, even if it was a bad day, she puts a smile on your face.
Look at all the exhaust hoses and ventilation hoses in the back. That's great.
Yeah, you're rolling with it. Is there a reason you're not leaving the back and starting? Just all of it.
I mean, being a parent's tough.
Yeah.
It's like, you give your parents trouble, right? And then you have them say, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're on this track, would you place
Safety first, buckle up.
the S's?
Yeah.
Okay, so just like right in the middle of the S's.
Once you're probably gonna like,
Final question before you leave, because I know you got a busy day. Okay, if you're playing Mario Kart, which character do you play?
Yeah, they have a net right there too.
Mario, classic, just like that. Love it. Well, fans, he's got a busy day. He's going racing today. Everyone, please give it up one more time for Josh Williams. Thank you so much.
yeah, we had one party.
Got the General Tire Arcade. Look at all this. They got the arcade, they got all these challenges. We're gonna try to win some more stuff here. Let's see what we can get into. They have all these arcades. We already got shirts. Let's see what else we can find. They got a racing simulator here. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to try it. Got the steering wheel. General Tire represent. There we go. So I did a few surveys. I got this free hat, and I'm gonna try a NASCAR arcade. Let's see how it goes. Let's get into this. What do I do? Oh boy. Okay. We're trying to get wrecked. We gotta go. I don't. Okay.
I'm Dom Toretto.
Here we go. Okay, there we go. We're on track. We're good. We got this. We're Watkins Glen. Oh no! There's like no traction on these things. It's not like my Honda Civic. How do I? Okay, I'm in reverse. Alright. How do I shift? No? Hold the stick. I don't know what I'm doing. Press and hold. Okay, there we go. I gotta take it very, very slowly. It's obviously... Okay, there we go. We'll take her slow. Alright, okay. There we go, we'll go slowly. So far, so good. Alright, this is harder than it looks. It is not easy. Watkins Glen, baby, upstate New York. Here we go. Uh-oh, the steering wheel's fighting me. Okay, come on. There we go. I don't know. I forfeit my NASCAR career. This is too hard. The unorthodox master of games is gonna give it a shot here. Maybe he can do better than I, because I was not very good at this. He has the natural pose in the seat. There we go, he's composed. He's a natural, look at him. He is a natural. Maybe it is better. Feel a little bit better, guys. It's not just me that struggles with this. Maybe with practice we get a little better. There you go, you're getting the hang of it. Alright, look at you go. Watkins Glen is a tough track. Impressive. Mr. Unorthodox Master Games is a natural. If you need some quality tires, just come to Watkins Glen. They got them all, you know? What a beautiful car. bowling at the Glen for nothing. Look at this, they have an actual bowling alley set up at the track. Huh, look at that. Go bowling at the Glen, let's go. It's literally a bowling pin, guys. Check this out. I've never seen anything quite like this before. Oh, look at that. It's a bowling pin car. Go bowling at the Glen. Here's the site map at Watkins Glen. Here's the track map. So the start finish line is here, and here's the pits, and where we're sitting is the pit terrace, which is right here. So that's directly behind pit road. What's unique about Watkins Glen, the back half of the track from like here on back is all campgrounds. And there's a lot of camping in here too. So the grandstands are along the outside. There's a pit terrace and a couple here, but for the most part, from here on back is all camping. So it's a really unique setup here at Watkins Glen. I did not realize how massive the fan zone is at Watkins Glen. Like, it goes all the way this way, more over there, grandstands over there, and all the way that way. And then there's just like the garage area and pits and stuff over this way. But like, this place is massive. Watkins Glen International is so massive of a track. Like, there's camping, there's so much to do. That's why we're making a day of it, just taking our time, having fun. We've already gotten a hat, some t-shirts, and we're just having a good time. And that's what NASCAR is all about. So if you've never made it to a race, I'd highly recommend going. Watkins Glen International. How cool is that? I like it. I like it a lot. So here's the actual garage area. We got Hendrick Motorsports, actual tires, hendrickcars.com. Hendrick is one of the biggest teams in NASCAR, and there's their equipment right over there. So how cool is that? I'm not totally sure why, but there's many tires on the other side of this fence. See the fuel trucks behind me? These look like the rain tires they use for NASCAR. Just an endless amount of tires here. Stacks upon stacks of tires. Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of tires. It goes way back there too, as far as you can see. That's a lot of rubber. Goodness gracious. They covered it up too. That's a lot of tires. Wow. And then we have a military vehicle here. How cool is that? We are walking to the pit terrace because that's where our seats are for the NASCAR race for the Cup Series tomorrow. So we just want to check those out, get our eyes on it, see like what's up. But Watkins Glen is huge. I didn't realize how big the infield is. Like, this place is massive, absolutely massive. Like, you can see the fan zone's all the way over there. There's parking, front stretch, the grandstands. We've only been to a fraction of the actual infield. It's crazy. This is insane. So this is an experience for me. So that's the fun part about NASCAR, is experiencing all the different tracks. I highly recommend it, but you learn so much when you go to these different locations. We have the best seats. We are at the pit terrace at Watkins Glen. We're directly behind the pits. That is pit road right there, and we are directly under our seats right now. We're having a bite to eat.
Oh yeah.
And we're just enjoying life. So they're doing driver introductions right now. Excuse me, we're doing driver introductions right now, and we're just chilling out. So shout out to Grandma Boone for packing us some amazing food, and we found a cool spot in the shade. So the infield is so big. We're under the pit terrace section right now, and there's camping everywhere, and there's the front grandstands on the front stretch right there. But there's pit lane, there's the pit boxes right there. Really a unique place. So we'll finish eating, then we'll go to our seats and watch the race.
See how this 200-mile race shakes out this afternoon.
Smith. Through the inner loop they go, and it's still the top two. No one able to make a move. Ty Gibbs looking inside to the exit of the inner loop on Connor Zillich, who maintains the race lead. Carlin and a half off of turn number 5 down the hill to the short straightaway.
Connor Zillich lets it drift wide off of turn 5 across those rumble strips. Ty Gibbs goes even wider, cuts it back down to a half a car length between first and second. Ty Gibbs holding on to that spot. Further back in that 4th position, they're nose to tail. It is A.J. Allmendinger. Also Chandler Smith and Sam Mayer along with William Byron.
So that is your top 7 running cars. By the way, Ty Gibbs has 12.
races behind him.
And that's what he needed right now. It's been a tough start for Denny Hamlin, not so for Ross Chastain, Kyle Rickey, as he shows the way down the back straightaway.
Been a Ross Chastain kind of day, at least so far in the first half of this race, and he is able to break away by a couple of car lengths over Shane Van Gisbergen as the race leader. Chase Briscoe in a heated battle from third on back. Michael McDowell is right there, as is Corey LaJoie in fifth.
Trying to arc the corner coming down the stretch. Makes up a little bit of ground with Chase Briscoe. Briscoe in the blue and white Ford. It's the green and white Ford for Michael McDowell as McDowell looks to driver's right in 7.
McDowell getting racy in turn number 7, finds the room he needs down to driver's right. However, can't get the power of
McDowell. Xfinity keeps NASCAR fans in the zone with ultra-low lag and connection you can rely on. Stream NASCAR from the best seat in the house with Xfinity because you only live once.
It's another 11 seconds back to the third place running Austin Cindric.
Shane Van Gisbergen and Ross Chastain. How long will they stay out talking about
Racing Network live at Watkins Glen International as we race the gold bowling.
time, 1 car length over Ty Gibbs, 1 more back to Sam Mayer. Front 10 gap got in single file by the time they get to the inner loop. A lot of side-by-side racing for position. Further back, just outside of the top 15, as the race leader, A.J. Allmendinger, leads the field back to the short straightaway.
Nose to tail as they work their way off the 5, and then they spread out off the runoff area. Here goes Ty Gibbs. He goes right, he comes back left, sticks the nose of the Toyota to the left side there of A.J. Allmendinger in turn number 6. Nothing there. Sam Mayer in that 3rd spot. He's got a truckload full of William Byron.
He does as they come up off of turn number 7. All this from the lead on back. Allmendinger again looks in the mirror. He can see the white of the eyes.
To be able to go up there and challenge Algar.
strategy. Let's go to the Motor Racing Network for pit stops.
It was a late call for Sam Mayer, Ty Gibbs, and Cole Custer to stay out as they saw the leader come in, but down on my end, Brendan
some assistance from his crew. I would certainly hope that he is okay. Very hot, and certainly the conditions inside of these cars not conducive to comfortable conditions. Try to stay as hydrated as you can, but again, Thomas Annunziata climbing out of his car is now being taken to the infield care center to get checked out.
To go here at Watkins Glen International.
Which lines the outside of turn number 6 and just it all.
Caution is on the speedway from the incident over at turn number 6 in front of Jason Toy.
Coming back into the corner, it looked like Justin Allgaier got a little bit of help with Mike Skeen. They both went wide off the corner. Allgaier went sideways through the pea gravel. That got him stuck. Skeen was able to keep momentum, drive through it all the way to the grass line, which anchors the outside of it. He was able to get away, but Justin Allgaier, those Goodyear Racing Eagles, about halfway buried in the gravel here, that is designed for safety to keep them out of the wall over here in turn number 6.
Caution flag.
Up to the back of the tow truck and towed him out of there. That's the only
So we made it with 2 laps to go, and there was a big wreck, and so they red flagged the race here. We're gonna have overtime, a 2-lap shootout at Watkins Glen. So they just had a big wreck, they red flagged the race, and now they are starting the cars directly in front of us. See, they fired the engines. So yeah, we're gonna see NASCAR overtime finish. I might not film it because I'll be screaming my head off and excited. So we'll see how it goes. But NASCAR is so much fun, guys. If you've never been to a race, you gotta go. Seeing the different tracks is definitely unique. I mean, it's a beautiful day here. It's low 80s. We're staying hydrated, and oh look, there's a helicopter right over here too. Look at that. Probably a TV crew of some kind. Watkins Glen is such a beautiful area. What a cool place. I definitely want to come back. We're going to 2 overtimes. There was another wreck. We're gonna do this all again.
Someone did run out of fuel. This is crazy. Crashes. No fuel. What's gonna happen? No fuel, crashes.
We don't know.
He ran out of fuel, and then in the interim, Raymond Jones got turned side.
So they just keep wrecking. They cannot like do a clean lap, and so we're just gonna keep going to overtime until they don't wreck anymore. the first wreck happened in front of us, excuse me, and we saw it. The next wreck happened in the S's. People just run out of gas, you know? There's a pit stop here. Trying to top off on fuel before the end of the race.
The driver that is running in fifth position right now, and he is the best on fuel amongst the cars in the top five. He last pit on lap 68. And remember, during that pit stop that Steve was speeding on pit road, he has climbed all the way back up to fifth position. We go on fuel. And he knows how to win on a road course. He's done it 3 times. Is the winner. A big crash on the back straightaway. Several drivers involved. We saw Ed Jones get turned around. He had a hard crash in the Arco barrier. He made his verdict. Slide. Taylor Smith, SVG, AJ Allmendinger, and everybody else. Get turned around first. He watched the racetrack. Around goes the Austin Green machine and other cars as they continue to crash back there. Meanwhile, on the front straightaway, Connor Zilic, the driver that made his Xfinity Series debut today. He won the pole, and now he has won his first NASCAR Xfinity Series race, and it comes this afternoon at the Watkins Glen International. Connor Zilic, your race winner today at Watkins Glen.
Here's a view of beautiful upstate New York. We are just leaving the campgrounds. The camping area is behind me here. It is in the 70s, sunny, a beautiful evening here in upstate New York. Look at the scenery over in the S's off of turn 1. How cool is that? Giant Jumbotron there, you can see the back of it. Come out of turn 1 through the S's and look at the scenery with the hills in the background. Wow. So pretty, so nice. So where we're walking now, the NASCAR drivers stay inside the track and they stay in these massive RVs right here. This lot holds all the NASCAR drivers. This is where they stay. You know, when they're not racing, you gotta stay somewhere. So they have these massive RVs because when you're a professional race car driver, you gotta take home on the road. I enjoy being at home, and it would be kind of tough living out of a giant RV, but I suppose I could if I had to. These are definitely some high dollar machines. What a life, what a life. Here's the Watkins Glen maintenance area over here. Got a massive trash truck making its rounds. Let's wait for him to get out of the way. There's a lot to maintain a track like this. This is all in the infield, just a massive display at Watkins Glen. More RVs over there. Just a lot going on. There's a cell tower so everybody can text each other. Very cool, very cool. The pace car. Yo, there goes the pace car. What's up? How cool is that? Got the actual pace car right there. We got it on camera too. We're here in turn 7 at Watkins Glen. How cool is that? As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos.